Hello, ninth graders. Welcome back. For those of you that I did not have in class last year, my name is Mr. Branscombe, and I'm going to be your ninth grade ag teacher this year. For those of you that have had me in the past, yes, you are still stuck with Mr. Branscombe. You have to wait another year and survive me before you get Mr. Nipper and Miss Cleaver. I really feel those of you that I had an ag class last year that we kind of got cheated. We had some amazing projects lined out to end the year. Woodworking, beekeeping, and those got cut short because of COVID. But this year I am excited, and I know that no matter what the circumstances, this is going to be our best year yet. This is the year you finally get to move out in the shop and do a little bit of welding. This is the year that we've covered more of the typical species of animals: cattle, sheep, goats, pigs. You're going to spend some time in the greenhouse. We're even going to spend some time hiking out in the woods looking for some bobcats, or I even saw a red fox the other day. This class is going to be the most hands-on class that you've ever been a part of. And on top of that, each of you are members of an amazing organization called FFA. So, this video is a little chance for you to get to know me, if you had me before, and see a little bit about what we get to do at the school farm. So, come on, let's go see. Now this year we're going to learn a little bit about livestock. Now those of you that I had last year, we covered some of the less traditional species, you might say. We covered poultry, we covered dairy cattle, we covered horses. But this year we're going to cover more of the traditional species. So if you show animals, we're going to cover these traditional animals. We're going to cover beef cattle. We're going to work a little bit with cattle. We're going to cover pigs. We're going to cover goats, and we're going to cover sheep. We've got a few animals lined out that we're actually going to see them artificially inseminated this year and be a part of ultrasounding and hopefully being around when those animals give birth and taking care of those babies. So this year, we're going to spend a lot of time in the barn working with livestock, and I'm looking forward to doing that. One of the things we're going to learn in ninth grade ag this year is actually berry and fruit production. So these are some blackberries. They're thornless. That were planned out by our ninth grade classes last year. Now, I'm standing in the Stillwater FFA blackberry patch, and we've only gotten about halfway done last year. And this year, your class is actually going to work on finishing this project for us. We're also going to plant fruit trees like apples and peaches from seeds, and we're going to grow those out so that by the time you graduate, you'll actually be able to enjoy some of the fresh picked peaches and apples from the Stillwater School Farm. So I look forward to this project. Now, some of you have been waiting since the start of your 8th grade year asking me, Mr. Branscombe, can we weld in class? And as 9th graders, absolutely you can. One of the units that many students look forward to is actually working out here in the shop. And if the schedule holds up normal this year, then in January we will come out in the shop and do some metal work. You're going to cut with a plasma torch, you're going to cut with an oxyacetylene torch, you're going to use a stick welder. And what I'm really excited about this year is we got a brand new computerized plasma cam that can cut out incredible signs and designs. So you're going to work on that stuff in class. You're going to weld two pieces of metal together, and then you're going to pass the old Branscombe muscle test. If your weld can hold up me trying to break, then you pass. If not, you do it again. And the final thing that we do out here in the shop is something called Scrap Metal Wars. And this is where you have the entire scrap bin out back to your disposal to build something that looks really cool. And to keep my promise for those of you that I had in class last year, we will do woodworking in class this fall if everything holds up. Because that was something we were supposed to do last year in April, and of course COVID took that away from us. But I'm so excited to work with each one of you in the shop. One last thing related to the shop. People ask, Mr. Branscombe, what do we need to bring to class for our school supplies? Well, other than a binder and a pencil and paper like any other class, when we start in the shop, you will be responsible for your own clothes. So what do I need to bring? I need to start with some type of long sleeve button-up cotton shirt. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to ask for the flame resistance ones, but something along that line. Secondly, can we wear shorts in the shop? And the answer is no. No, I do not want you burning your legs. You will have to wear jeans or overalls, coveralls, something like that. And then finally, you will need some closed-toed leather shoes to wear in the shop like boots. Glasses, welding helmets, and gloves will be covered for you in class, but the other items you will be required to come up with yourself as part of this class. Okay, so one thing that we're gonna cover in 9th grade ag class is natural resources and wildlife management. If you like this enough, you can actually take Mr. Nipper's class in high school and do this full time. We'll spend some time out here in the woods. We'll talk about hunting, fishing, and even a little bit of trapping. And here at the Stillwater School Wilderness, we've got some bobcats. So come on, let's see what we got. Oh, something is in my trap. Wait, Chewy? How did you get in here? You're supposed to be at home with Miss Branscombe. So, if you are 8th through 12th grade students enrolled in ag class in Oklahoma, you are a member of an amazing organization called the National FFA Organization, formerly known to your parents as Future Farmers of America. You may have recognized this emblem right here, and this offers amazing leadership opportunities. We travel around the country taking trips to Indianapolis, Bricktown for our state FFA convention at the end of the year, and even Washington, D.C. for our incoming seniors. We offer leadership conferences, we offer various contests, we offer millions of dollars in scholarships. We have a great chapter officer team that will lead you through that. Now, I know a lot of these opportunities might not be available this year, but as students that can be in ag for the next 5 years, we're going to get you started on an FFA journey that will really change your life. Contests that we offer, things like public speaking, livestock judging, milk judging. If you've ever seen Napoleon Dynamite, yes, that milk judging is a real thing in FFA, and it's absolutely disgusting, but awesome. So I'm going to help you find your passion in FFA this year, and I hope it's something that will carry with you all the way to graduation and beyond. So, to wrap this video up, I am really excited about working with each and every one of you this year. I don't know what this year is going to look like. No one really does. We might get to spend a lot of time together. A lot of this might be done virtually. But I can promise you that every day that you're out here at the school farm, that we are going to have a great time, and you're really going to appreciate the amazing ag industry that we have in the United States today. I'm excited to work with you in ag class. I'm excited to work with you in FFA. And if it moves to virtual, I'm excited to still get to work with you on projects virtually. Let's get ready for an awesome 2020-2021 school year.